Hello everybody. This time I'd like to tell you a little about some of the causes of speech differences in children on the spectrum and beyond too. One thing that affects many children on the spectrum and adults too is an immense anxiety, and it's internal. It's not caused by external factors, it's actually an internal thing. I won't go into the causes now, but just to explain, that anxiety can actually cause some children to have selective mutism. Now, the word selective might make you think that they're actually choosing to be mute, but that is definitely not the case. It's not something they choose. It's often something that can be really frustrating. Just as it is perhaps if you're trying to explain something to somebody and you just can't find the right words, which is often the case when I'm doing this. Selective mutism can actually affect different people to varying degrees. So one child may not speak at all to anyone unless they actually think they're not being seen or observed by anyone else. So occasionally you may hear a child singing in the garden when they never actually speak to anyone at all. Similarly, they may talk when they're in their own room and the doors are closed because they haven't got an audience. But give them an audience and immediately things change. Others may have a few safe words that they say over and over again. It's not exactly echolalia because it's always the same few words. They're words that they feel safe with. And perhaps they feel, and I don't really know, but perhaps they feel that those words, however few they may be, that they actually indicate and let you know that the child is intelligent, as many are. There are also some children who are very different in one situation to another. So some of them will speak at home where they feel safe, but never ever speak in a classroom. And it can vary tremendously because some will speak when they're with a particular person and never when they're with someone else. So it's a very mixed picture. Another cause can be a praxia, which is actually a motor problem. So they can't get their mouths to move in the way that they want to. And again, that is immensely frustrating. The third reason can be associated with hearing differences. And that's because some of them don't actually ever hear like you do. So when they hear a sentence, it may be fairly muted, even though they're not deaf, or it may fluctuate, so they hear some sounds better than others, or jumbly, so that the words get mixed up. There are a whole range of differences that I'll go into in a different video. But just imagine trying to learn to speak if all you ever heard was just the first few words of a sentence and then the last few words, with the middle bit being something like it would take you an awfully long time before you were able to make sense of what is being said. And that's certainly the case with many, many children on the spectrum. I hope you found that interesting, and thanks very much for watching. Goodbye.